Well, I've made it to Hollywood, California, and it's a very typical day here in Los Angeles. Perfect sunny sky, and this is the place where so many people have come to either make it or not make it in the music industry, and this is the place where I've brought my project to one of the legendary mastering facilities here. The place that I'm going to, Bernie Grundman Mastering, has done a whole lot of mastering projects for some of the most famous, successful album projects in history, and I think this album is deserving of that. But you know, the Hollywood industry is full of people that have both made it and a lot of people that didn't. In fact, it's treacherous in some ways, and if you look at this sign, it's evident that indeed you could not succeed here as well as succeed. But in this case, in the case of today, I've got a really good feeling because this project is special. It's worthy of this professional finishing touch called mastering, and it's my father's birthday today, and he's having a kind of a tough time in the hospital right now. So I'm going to quickly get this project done and head back up to be with him. But to finish it on his birthday, to do the mastering today on my dad's birthday, is pretty special. So love to my dad, and this music is for all of you, so I better get to work. Here we go. And here we are at Bernie Grundman Mastering. This is where I've done all of my most significant work, mastering here with Chris and with Bernie also. And this is their amazing wall of fame. I mean, this Michael Jackson's Thriller is that speaks for itself. And there's all sorts of stuff that has been and is being done here that's just some of the finest music ever made. And mastering is a really important part of the process of producing music. I'll explain that in just a minute when we go into the studio, which we should probably do right now. So I'm going to head on in. So here we are at Bernie Grundman Mastering with the infamous Chris Bellman. Chris has mastered all of my most important albums, and as we just laughed, many of my non-important albums. Anyway, we're working on Headwaters, sounding great so far. We're just going through this. From there are the original files, and it goes through here into there and through this mystery stuff. Now I know a lot of you guys are wondering, why am I here and what is mastering? So essentially, in the studio, when we mix these songs, we work on them one by one by one. We've got our head inside each song individually, but when we're finished, we still need to make sure that the volume is suitable across all the songs as an album. We need to make sure the EQ is consistent from song to song. And then there's kind of the fine polishing that happens here. We can put on just a touch of last minute EQ to kind of open up the top, which we're doing a little bit of here. Make sure the bottom is reined in and nice and tight and focused. And there's a slight amount of compression. And what that is when we're able to take the perceived volume of the music and raise it up just a little bit by pulling in some of the most extreme spikes in the music, like a drum hit or something. If we can bring those down a bit, we can bring the digital volume up a bit and make the music a little more robust. And finally, there is the digital conversion, because we've recorded all this music at high resolution, 88.2 kilohertz, which is twice what a CD has, and 24 bits, which is more dynamic than what a CD is. And so by the time we get to the CD compatible rates, these have to be converted through systems and equipment that will do the best job and maintain the integrity of that beautiful, sweet music that we're hearing here. So is that about right?
Well said.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's what we're up to. So we'll see you guys after the session.
Oh, you've done that before.
Yeah, we have. We have done this before. So the mastering is complete and successful. And during the mastering session, I received news that my father had abruptly, kind of unexpectedly passed away. So, what a difference a day makes. I need to tell you all, those that have backed this project until now, that have supported this vision, this dream, thank you, really thank you for the support you've given me. My wish was to complete this project in time for my father to hear it. Today was his birthday, and passing away on his birthday during the mastering session itself is kind of, you know. So my wish of completing the album in time for him to hear it cannot be achieved. But the wish that my father had, that this album, this music, be complete and be inspiring and be effective to bring change to people's hearts and minds with respect to the preservation of wilderness, to defending the rights of the unrepresented, the wilderness, the animals that live out there, the plants, every living thing that's out there in nature, in the Peel River watershed that needs our support, our defense right now. That would be his wish. So I will carry that now as this project concludes. This Kickstarter campaign has 3 or 4 days left. It looks like it might be successful, and whether or not it isn't the point. I learned that early on in this campaign. I learned with some of the earliest donations, and even at certain points, just the feeling that I received from some of you, that many of you, all of you, that you really believe in this music, you believe in me, and you support my vision, my dream. That in itself is a success. So achieving the goal of this Kickstarter campaign isn't the goal. I think the goal has been met. The album sounds great, and your love and support has been very meaningful. This is the last update I'll post. The campaign is nearly finished, and any more updates after a bit of time I need to take will be, just as this music comes out into the world, which is how it all began. Thank you, all of you, and good night.